You walk into the dealership showroom on a Saturday morning. You have done your research. You know the invoice price, the holdback percentages, the current manufacturer incentives. You have pre-approval from your credit union at 4.9% interest. You are ready to negotiate. You visit 3 local dealerships to compare offers. You play them against each other. After 4 hours of back and forth, you walk out with what feels like a victory. You negotiated $2,000 off the sticker price, but you are participating in a rigged game. Those 3 dealerships are owned by the exact same corporate parent. Your negotiation was pure theater. Today, I am exposing the dealership monopoly scam and giving you the exact factory ordering loophole to bypass the system entirely. 40 years ago, car dealerships were independent businesses. A local owner operated a single lot. They competed against the Ford dealer across town and the Chevy dealer 2 blocks over. Real competition existed. Real price variation existed. Today, that world is extinct. Over the last 3 decades, massive dealership groups systematically bought up independent dealers. AutoNation owns over 300 dealerships across the country. Lithia Motors operates more than 200 locations. Penske Automotive Group controls over 350 franchises worldwide. When you shop at 3 different dealerships in your city, there is a very high probability they are owned by the exact same parent corporation. The illusion of choice is the foundation of their profit model. You think you are creating competitive pressure by getting quotes from multiple dealers. You are not. You are negotiating with the same company wearing different masks. They know you are shopping around. They designed the system to make you feel like you have leverage. You do not have leverage. The monopoly goes deeper than ownership consolidation. Dealerships lobbied state legislatures to create franchise laws that make it illegal for manufacturers to sell directly to consumers. Tesla had to fight these laws in court for years just to open their own stores. Traditional automakers are legally prohibited from bypassing the dealer network. The dealerships did not buy up competition to compete. They bought competitors to control the entire market, and then used political influence to create a legal moat around their monopoly. Let me show you exactly how the financial extraction works. You find a vehicle with an MSRP of $35,000. That is the manufacturer's suggested retail price. The dealer invoice price, what the dealership actually pays the manufacturer, is $32,000. That $3,000 gap already includes the dealer's intended profit margin. But you never pay dealer invoice. The dealership adds a market adjustment fee of $3,000. This is pure markup with no justification. They claim high demand. They claim limited inventory. It is invented scarcity. Then come the mandatory fees. Dealer preparation fee, $800. They claim this covers cleaning the vehicle and removing protective plastic. It costs them $50 in labor. Documentation fee, $400. They claim this covers paperwork processing. It is pure profit. Your negotiated price is now $37,200. You think you are paying $2,200 over MSRP. You are actually paying $5,200 over what the dealer paid. But the vehicle price is theater. The vehicle price is bait. The real profit extraction happens in the financing office. You sit down with the finance manager after you have agreed on the vehicle price. You are exhausted. You have been at the dealership for 3 hours. Your emotional defenses are depleted. This is intentional. The finance manager presents your loan terms. You have pre-approval at 4.9% interest from your credit union. The dealer offers you 6.9% interest. They tell you their rate is competitive. Here is what they do not tell you. The manufacturer's captive finance company approved you at 4.9% interest. The dealership is adding a 2% markup. Over a 6-year loan on $35,000, that 2% markup costs you $2,100 in additional interest payments. The dealership keeps that $2,100 as pure profit. They call it a finance reserve. You call it theft. Then come the back-end products. Extended warranty, $2,500. The actual cost to the dealership is $800. They pocket $1,700. Paint protection and fabric coating, $1,200. The cost to apply is $50 in materials and 20 minutes of labor. They pocket $1,150. Gap insurance, $800. The actual policy costs them $300. They pocket $500. Theft deterrent etching, $400. It is a sticker with a VIN number. It costs $5. You refused none of these products because the finance manager is trained in psychological manipulation. He does not ask if you want the warranty. He asks which warranty level you prefer. He does not present the products as optional. He presents them as standard protection any responsible owner includes. You are exhausted. You want to leave. You say yes to everything. Your total dealer profit on this transaction is $11,450. You negotiated $2,000 off the sticker price and paid $11,450 in dealer markup and back-end profit. Now let me show you how your preparation backfires. You think research gives you leverage. You think pre-approval protects you. Dealerships have spent millions training their sales staff to neutralize informed buyers. When you mention you know the invoice price, they do not panic. They smile. They know exactly how much room they have to move. Your knowledge tells them precisely where your ceiling sits. The time-wasting tactic is their primary weapon. You make an offer. The salesperson says he needs to talk to his manager. He disappears for 15 minutes. He returns with a counteroffer $500 lower than asking. You counter again. He disappears for another 15 minutes. This cycle repeats 4 times. You have now been at the dealership for 2 hours. Each trip to the manager is artificial scarcity theater. The manager is not deliberating. The manager is letting time erode your resistance. Your trade-in becomes a precision, lowball operation. You looked up your vehicle's value on Kelley Blue Book. It says $12,000. The dealer offers you $9,000. You protest. They print out a wholesale auction report showing similar vehicles sold for $8,500. What they do not tell you is they will retail your trade-in for $14,000. They are not offering you wholesale value. They are offering you below wholesale value. The $5,000 gap is invisible profit. Your pre-approval gets neutralized through rate confusion. You tell them you have 4.9% approval. They say they can beat that rate. They run your credit through 7 lenders. They return and say the best rate they found is 5.4%. You think 5.4% is better than 6.9%. You accept. What happened is they found 4.2% approval and added 1.2% markup. You are still paying above your credit union rate. Manufacturer rebates become dealer discounts through semantic manipulation. There is a $2,000 factory rebate available. The dealer presents your offer as $2,000 off the manufacturer suggested retail price. You think they are discounting the vehicle. They are not discounting anything. They are giving you the manufacturer's money and claiming credit for the discount. The mathematical reality is simple. The longer you negotiate, the higher the probability you accept a bad deal. Emotional exhaustion is their strategy. 4-hour negotiations are designed to break your resistance. The more time you invest, the more likely you are to capitulate rather than walk away and start over. The smart buyer paradox is the cruelest inversion. Buyers who research extensively actually pay more than uninformed buyers. Informed buyers spend more time negotiating. More time leads to exhaustion, and exhaustion increases acceptance of back-end products. Dealers know informed buyers will reject the first offer. They build extra margin into early offers, expecting to negotiate down. The informed buyer can feel victorious when they negotiate to a price the dealer planned to accept from the beginning. So how do you beat a system designed to eliminate competition? You remove the dealer from the equation entirely. Step 1 is the factory ordering loophole. Every manufacturer allows custom orders placed through dealerships. The dealership cannot refuse a factory order. You configure your vehicle on the manufacturer's website. You select every option. You print the build sheet. You walk into any dealership and place a factory order for that exact configuration. Here is what changes. You pay MSRP, no market adjustments, no dealer add-ons, no mandatory packages. The dealership earns only the factory holdback, typically $500 to $800. You wait 8 to 12 weeks for the vehicle to arrive. You save $5,000 to $15,000 depending on market conditions. The dealer cannot add paint protection to a vehicle that does not exist yet. They cannot etch a VIN on a vehicle still on the assembly line. You starve them of markup profit. Step 2 is using no-haggle alternatives. Costco Auto Program provides pre-negotiated pricing below MSRP. TrueCar and Cars Direct show transparent dealer cost. You pay a fixed price with zero negotiation. Direct order brands like Tesla, Rivian, and Polestar have no dealerships. You order online. You pay one price. There is no financing office. There are no back-end products. You must never negotiate in person. You must never finance through the dealer. The dealership monopoly relies on your exhaustion. It also relies on your nostalgia for the brands your parents trusted. Once you see the franchise law protection, you cannot unsee it. Stop paying dealer markups. Stop paying financing reserve. Opt out of the system. Order direct from the factory. Demand transparency. Starve the monopoly.